So the verdict of the Derek Chauvin trial came in. Guilty on all counts for the murder of George Floyd. Should we celebrate it? Or is it too early to celebrate it? Do we still have work to do in regards to justice for Black and brown people? I'm Short Trini. Let's talk about it. Hey people, welcome to another edition of Let's Talk About It. I'm Short Trini. Welcome. As I said in my intro, the verdict for the Derek Chauvin, the police officer who murdered George Floyd, came down last week. The man was found guilty on the 3 counts he was charged with. And a lot of people breathed a sigh of relief. A lot of people celebrated. Still, a lot of other people were like, there was no time for celebration because there's still work to be done. I wanted to discuss a little bit of that, mainly because I can see both sides of it. Our Black men and, some of our Black women are being murdered in the streets like dogs by those who are supposed to protect and serve, the police. So when we get a victory like this in our favor, when we get a verdict like this in our favor, I can understand why people were celebrating. I can also understand why there are people who say we have a lot of work to continue to do. And I get it. But at least we should celebrate this because this happens few and far between. The last time this really happened was with OJ. Yeah, OJ. This was the first real moment that we had for us where an injustice was done against us, and it was found that the person who was supposed to protect and serve his community, and we, Black people, are a part of the community, he was found guilty and will be held accountable. And I think he should be held accountable, and I also think that we should build on this victory, because I call it a victory. By no means am I saying we should let our guard down, we should stop the fight. I do happen to think that it was because of all the protests last summer to bring awareness to what is happening to Black and brown people played as much of a role as the video of the incident that was taken of the incident of George Floyd. I also think that it's going to come out really crazy, but the reason that verdict came out the way it did was because, number one, it was filmed and people actually saw it. And number two, a lot of other people who are not our shade, who are moving back into our neighborhoods, really sat there and said, well, damn, this is real. They're not just talking just to talk. Everybody saw that video. And I think that video, if it wasn't for that video, we wouldn't have known who George Floyd was. He would have been a little snippet in the paper, and we wouldn't have known who his murderer was. It would have been a little snippet in the paper. Thank God for that woman, a teenager who took that video. Thank God for the marching that all of us did, the protesting in whatever way you protested. Thank God for that. Because if it wasn't for that, I don't think that verdict would have turned out the way it did. There's still work to be done. Right now in North Carolina, there's a case. There's a case of this gentleman who, his name is Andrew Brown in North Carolina. I believe he was stopped for a traffic stop, and they found out that he had some charges against him. And last I heard, actually this afternoon, earlier today, they wanted the body cam footage from the police officer released, and they were hemming and hawing whether or not they should release it. Now, as of a half hour ago, they said that they will release it right after they edit it. What is it that you don't want us to see? If you did nothing wrong, release the video. I'll keep you posted on that. So, I get it. While we celebrate this victory with the George Floyd verdict, there's still work to be done. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments. If you like this video, please like, share, and subscribe. Until the next episode, I'm Short Trini. Let's talk about it. Peace.